This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. The purpose of this video is to show you how to find a known article. So the citing information, the journal title, the journal article title, authors, DOI, that kind of information. If you already have it, but you're trying to figure out if the Saybrook Library has a full text version of the article. A couple examples of how you might use this particular skill would be to, if an instructor has articles in a syllabus and the instructor asks you to go about finding that particular article, then the instructor might give you all of the citing information and say, okay, here's all the citing information. Now you go about finding the full text of it. Sometimes instructors will provide you with a direct link to the article. Other times they will, instructors will expect you to go find the article yourself. So that's one example. The other example would be if I find an article that I think is relevant to my research, then I read through the article, and if there is a literature review or maybe articles are cited in that particular source, then I might want to scroll down to the references list. And I'm going to do that now for this particular article. And I could find the references list right here. And then I might want to see if any of these particular titles are useful to my research. Now, this is a good thing to do whenever you find articles that you think are relevant and credible and great for your topic. Then it would be useful to find who they cited, and those are the same articles you might want to use in your literature review or your paper, so that you're saying, here's who has written on this topic in the past, and then here's how I'm building on their research. So if I wanted, for instance, if I wanted this first reference, there is a hyperlink for the DOI, so I could click on that as my first step. And then it takes me to out of the Saybrook site and into the web, and it asks me to purchase this PDF for $11.95. So I don't want to have to pay anything for this particular article. And sometimes when you are using the web, it will ask you to pay for an article. Maybe you're just searching using Google and an article comes up, a journal article comes up that you really like, and you want to have access to it, but it asks you to pay $50 or something like that. Again, this is another way that you might go about finding to see if Saybrook offers that article, and then you wouldn't have to pay that money. So here, in this instance, then it asks me to purchase a PDF. I don't want to do that. I want to see if a Saybrook library database offers this particular source. So what I can do is I can go back into the Saybrook Library site. On the left-hand side, it says index to full text. So that's what I'm going to use whenever I have this known article that I want. I can come in here. The first option that I'm given is to search for a journal, but I want to go even more specific and use the citation linker that's below the search bar, because I want to search for a specific journal article, not just the journal, the full journal. So I can come back over to my known source and I can copy the publication title, go back to the citation linker, and I can add in the journal title here. I'm going to paste it in. You either need the journal title, the ISSN, the DOI, one of those three for sure. And then if you want to include other information, then that's great too. You'll notice at the top, article or journal is the one selected. Since I am looking for an article in a journal, then I'm going to leave it as this way. But know that there are other ways that you can search as well in the citation linker. So now if I go back over to my known source again, I can copy and paste that title in as well, just to be a little bit more specific. So I'm going to paste that article title into the article title slot up here. So I've given two different fields that I filled in. I could keep filling in more if I wanted to, but for this example, that's all I'm going to fill in. Then I'm going to click on this blue Find It button. Now, it's going to link up into one of the databases if we have that particular journal article, or at least if we have that particular journal. Now, this one linked up into ProQuest. This is where things get a little bit different. It depends on which particular database has that journal, if there is one that has it at all, where it will take you to next. So every database is set up a little bit differently, but what you'll need to find is that your publication name is given, and if I scroll down a little bit, it says search within this publication. So you need to find something when you're searching that gives you a search bar and allows you to search within that publication or within that, that site, wherever you're at. And that's why I say the interface can be a little bit different depending on which database you're in, or which publisher site you're in. So I'm going to go ahead and search for that particular specific article that I was looking for. So I had this already copied. I pasted it into this search box. I'm going to go ahead and click search and see if that particular article is found. Well, look, here it is. So then it found my article. I can go ahead and click on the title. And again, then it found my my article that I was looking for. Here's the title, the authors, the publication, all that information of this particular source that I was looking for, which again, to remind you, was this number one of on the references page for the article that I thought was useful for my topic. So if I go back into then that linker that linked into ProQuest, here's that article, here's the citing information, and look right here, here's the full text PDF. So if I wanted to read that article, I could scroll down. Here's the nice PDF I can use to look at. It gives me the page numbers, everything. And so there's a source that I could use. Now just know that had I stopped at this step here and bought it, I would have paid this $11.95, and instead I could have gotten the article for free. So if you ever have any questions about whether you can get an article through the Saybrook Library site or even freely available online, and you get confused in searching, don't hesitate to ask your instructor, ask a librarian, and someone here is able to help you. So don't stop at paying for a source. Instead, ask for help and we can help guide you. So thank you for viewing this and have a good day.